Modders this week have done an exceptional job, so let's check out these mods for Oblivion made this week. Firstly, we're going to show you this cool Imperial Armor re-overhaul of the Imperial Guard armor and just any type of Imperial Legion armor in the game. So what this will do is it'll completely change it to a more of a Roman themed look, kind of similar to what you've seen in Skyrim, but that much better. So every single soldier that wears Imperial Legion armor, including the Praetorians, will now get a unique look. As you can see, the Praetorians actually wear a red and white one and do actually have the feathers on top of the helmet. You can also get a helmet without the feathers on, which is just the normal Imperial Legion helmet. So yeah, this is very cool. The Praetorian one does look absolutely awesome, and as you can see, there is a lot of white detail included in the red. So this is a mismatch of different armor types. As you can see, it's a lot of the blades armor and a lot of other armor like the robes, and actually the prisoner's uniform that you wear at the very beginning of the game. So the way the author has created this mod is absolutely incredible. I do like the mismatched pieces of armor that is actually in vanilla Oblivion. As you can see, it takes a lot of inspiration from the blades armor and the arena garment, which is for the skirt. So yeah, very awesome mod, and it completely re-overhauls the actual Imperial Legion to more of a Skyrim feel or more of a Roman soldier feel. There's two types of armor. There is actually three, but the other one isn't available if you use the Praetorian armor and the normal Centurion armor. So yeah, this is the one with the feathers helmet, and actually just the normal Legion armor with only the red detail on it, which most of the Imperial soldiers will be wearing. And then obviously you can also get the Praetorian one, which has got a bit more white detail, which is for basically the special guards that are in the palace. So as you can see here, this is the Praetorian one with a bit of white detail. That looks absolutely incredible. So yeah, I've got to keep this for my character if you do like Imperial Legion soldiers armor. And if you do like the actual normal Legion Imperial armor, you can actually change this for iron armor. So if you don't like iron armor, you can actually replace the iron armor with this. Now for all you lot that like skimpy armors, this one is right up your alley. This is the Demoria Armor that has just been made, which is an actual standalone mod that is located in the Mystic Emporium. I could not get this to work and load in the Mystic Emporium shop in Imperial City, but you can actually use another mod that will show you on screen now that will allow you to use console commands to get in your game. So if you do like skimpy armors, this will be right up your alley. As you can see, it's a very sexy armor that looks like it's got a bit of a thong going on here. So very scary, but also very cool if you want to play some sexy Demoria type character for your female. So yeah, very awesome mod, and I gotta say these standalone armor mods are getting so much better, and obviously skimpy armors are coming right back to Oblivion just like Skyrim. So very cool, and yeah, if you like butt cheeks, make sure you grab this one because the butt cheeks will be right in your face. Now, were you unhappy with how your camera rotated around the play character in Oblivion Remastered? As you can see, when you rotate the character, you can actually not walk towards the camera. Your character will actually also always turn around. So in the other Elder Scrolls games and pretty much every modern RPG, when you walk towards the camera, your character will stay walking towards the camera. Now with this mod, what this will allow you to do is actually let the player character run towards the camera, as you can see here, so you can actually see your full character's face and also walk as well. So if you do want to showcase your armor or have a look at it while walking to the actual screen itself, now you can do that with this mod. So it's a bit like Dark Souls. That's where the inspirations came from. Obviously when you equip your weapon, your player character will pretty much turn around towards which way it needs to face. So a very cool little mod, and it actually lets you rotate the camera around the play character, so you can have a little look at what your character is wearing without having to go into the inventory screen. It's a very cool, nice little addition to Oblivion Remastered that pretty much allows you to look at the play character. Now one little addition that Oblivion did not add to the game is allowing you to see your own body and legs. So a lot of modern games actually allow this now, where you can actually see your legs and body in a first person camera's perspective. Now, what this mod next up will actually allow you to do is pretty much just see your legs and body in first person. Now, it's a bit finicky to get this working, and also when it's working, it's kind of glitchy. And it's a very new mod, so as you can see, you can actually now see the play character in first person when you look down at your body, which most games have nowadays. I'm not too sure why they didn't implement this into Oblivion Remastered, but yeah, as you can see, it's working now, and now obviously when you look down, you can actually see the play character's full body. For some reason in combat, it's kind of weird and finicky, and it's not really properly done in first-person combat. But yeah, if you do actually want to see your armor and you are a first-person enjoyer, make sure you grab this mod so you can actually see the play character's body in first person, which is a nice little addition to Oblivion since it didn't have it in. But for some reason, I don't know why they're not putting them in these games now. Now this mod will light up Oblivion. It's very similar to Lanterns of Skyrim in Skyrim Special Edition Nexus. Now what this will do is pretty much add a lot more lights to Oblivion's world. So as you can see now, this actual city here does have a lot of lights and lanterns just placed outside it, and now these are all over Oblivion's map. So pretty much down any of the winding roads you can come across will have these lights. So now we are in the Imperial Waterfront District. As you can see, it's very dark and there is no lights at night time. Now in the actual mod, when it's been activated, you can see there is a lot more lights near the gates and obviously next to the boats as well. So like I said, these are placed all over the map, so every location will now have lights illuminating from pretty much most of the buildings, front entrances, and also the main streets. So as you can see, at the Wenyan Priory, now there is actual lights located just outside the building. Then also down the winding road, you will also find more lanterns, just so it lightens up your nighttime. So if you're using a mod which pretty much will change the nighttime to be a bit more darker, this will be pretty much right for you, because then you can actually see in the nighttime. My nighttime is not the darkest, so it doesn't really change that much, but it's a nice little addition to the game if you do want a bit more lanterns and lights down any of the roads or in any of the main cities, just in case it's a bit too dark for you. It's a very cool little addition to the game, and it was very well needed in Skyrim, and now it's back with Oblivion, just with a different name. So yeah, this is a fairly new mod, so it's obviously going to get more updates, and you can also get the light version, which doesn't place as many lanterns and lights. So a very cool little addition, which I definitely think you need to download. So created by the amazing mod author who created the Imperial Armor showcased earlier on in this video. This is the Imperial Gladius, or just the Gladius, which will pretty much replace any 3 different types of weapons of your choosing. I think I have replaced the longsword Order sword from the deluxe edition, and yeah, this is pretty much just the Gladius sword that the Legion or the actual Romans used in real life, and it looks absolutely incredible. It does have its own sheath, and yeah, so it will pretty much replace the Order sword for me in my game, and it's very well done. Texture quality is pretty goddamn awesome. And yeah, very nice little addition to Oblivion if you do like actual Roman themed armor and weapons in your Oblivion, because obviously the Legion is based off the Romans. So as you can see, yeah, very cool little addition to the game. Now next up we have the Quint sword, and now pretty much this is a two-handed sword that looks absolutely incredible. I'm unsure if this is actually taken from any movie or game, but yeah, overall a very cool weapon. You can get it in 2 variations, either the extremely shiny one or just the normal one. I chose the normal one because I don't really like shiny swords. So yeah, as you can see, a very cool two-handed weapon, and this will completely change or replace the Shadowrend weapon that you can find in the Shivering Isles DLC. But yeah, overall a very cool weapon mod. There's not many weapon mods at the moment, but yeah, the ones that do come out look absolutely exceptional. And yeah, very nice little addition to Oblivion if you do like two-handed weapons. So yeah, because it's Shadow when replaced, it does have its actual enchantment on it. So a very cool sword mod that you definitely need to grab. That looks pretty well done. Like I said, I'm very unsure if it's taken from any movie or other video game, but a very cool, nice little addition to Oblivion. So this week there wasn't many player home mods out, but I'm going to show you one awesome one which I just snagged right as soon as it came out, and this is Witherway's Cape Codder. Now pretty much what this is an absolutely massive player home which has its own ship that can travel from Cyrodiil to the Shivering Isles as soon as you enter and leave it. A player home which is located just in the center, and an actual lighthouse right at the rear end of the actual location. Now it's very cool, very well detailed, and Witherway does probably the best player home mods I've seen. So yeah, make sure you definitely check this one out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go onto the ship and we'll show you exactly what it looks like. You've got your own little doggo on the ship. You've actually got 2 of these doggos. There's one in located just in the main building, and yeah, you've got a nice little bedroom here located at the left side of the actual ship, pretty much right close to the entranceway, which is very cool and very cluttered. So yeah, and pretty much further down the hall you will actually find one really dodgy room actually. It's Shady Sam and a burning corpse, and there's also a burning corpse hanging on the left there, which is kind of disturbing actually. And then right at the back room you pretty much have like a little storage cabinet with a couple of things. So as soon as you enter and exit the actual ship itself, you will be teleported to the Shivering Isles DLC, which is pretty cool. So if you're wondering as soon as when you enter the ship and you've left and it's completely changed the world space, that is why. So the exterior of the building looks absolutely unreal, and it's pretty much well done mod. So as you can see, you've got a little balcony and a walkway Just on the exterior side here, you've got a nice little campfire next to this tree, which does give it that nice little extra touch. You've got a few extra sheep just located near this blacksmith's forge, and then right close to this, you've got a little stables and the actual lighthouse itself, which does have its own rooms. So yeah, this is the actual main room of the lighthouse. That's next to the actual winding staircase. It's pretty much like a nice little library with a cool little fireplace. It has an absolutely extraordinary view from the top of the lighthouse. As you can see, you can look all the way across Cyrodiil, and this is the actual lighthouse itself. So overall, an absolutely huge player home mod. It's probably one of the biggest. It looks absolutely incredible, and I do like the nice little ship aspect to it, where it kind of makes you feel like you're traveling from 2 locations on the player home ship. So this is the actual main room itself. In the main building, you've got another Shady Sam here and the second dog. So yeah, very cool and very cozy. So this is the main master bedroom with a lot of items here. A nice little table here where you can actually write some journals. Well, you can't, but you know, if you want to role play it. And then your actual bed. Actually, there is another dog here as well. So if you do like wolf dogs, this would be very cool for you and right up your alley. So you've got a lot of guard dogs located in this player home. So overall, Witherray is the man to check out if you want any absolutely incredible player home mods, because he probably does the best on Nexus. It looks absolutely unreal and very extremely detailed. Anyways, cocksuckers, motherfuckers, I will see you in the next mod video. Adios, motherfuckers.